In Jinja City, the festival shutdown has sparked a 400 million lawsuit where a major standoff is unfolding between Busoga One Radio and the Office of the Resident City Commissioner.
Tuli basanufu eri Uganda Police ne security okutwaliza awamu nti event gye tumaze emyezi egiwera omukaaga nga tuteekateeka tutaire mu ssente ediswika emiliyoni ebibiri ebeewo mwaidamu ajemereza olwaliro nga bali kukola final touches tukuzimba stage eri abali ku planning okufumbira mu chapati eri abali kwenda planning okukola mu business edendawolo bakole ki ewa je wotalinga down oti mupangule muiremu tujikola after elections. Is this thing political or it is economical?
A highly anticipated end-of-year music festival was abruptly cancelled, triggering financial loss, public outrage, and now a looming court battle. What was expected to be one of Busoga's biggest entertainment events of the year, the Endigito Mudido Tunga Ntunge Festival, scheduled for December 7th, 2025 at the Jinja City Agriculture Showgrounds, never took place. Instead, police officers occupied the venue. Vendors were chased away and confused revelers were dispersed with tear gas.
Zinavudde Kampala nalese sakasi iri wali sajja b'ekivulu banzijako ssente n'ensasula ni gavumenti etuganye simanyi kivudde ku ki tetumanyi nsonga tewansonga sibitegeera buzibu ki kati fe abasasula bagenda tukola kibanga poliisi abaganye ekivulu
anti tulisaba batulekere ekintu kyaife tukole twene eno saawa yetuyikizaamu kuifa tufumba mmere twagabula abantu abaidi okola ki okubona ekivulu saawa eno yetuyikizaamu kasente kusasula maloni kati twamalogererera abaana omwaka guwiri kati ayi balitu amaloni ago eno ni saawa yetuyikizaamu akasente kale bakatulese twakola banange abantu batuleke tukole ebintu tubyewoze motoka ekulesa agejire ebintu tubyewoze tulina okusasula bene byo sente kati tunaditolaga tusaba government etuleke tukole ife abantu bagansi ereke batuleke baleke tulingirizanga ino batuleke tukole
kizemu ebyo bufuzi bingi nze mbadde nvudde Kampala nga tuze kukola naye emirimu gyonna bagitutidde olw'okuga nti ono wa movement ono wa people power aba movement bongedde okusiiga enzira embi balinga bakyayisa obukyayisa mu 7 toyinza kuga nti ekivulu obuvulu omuntu kyeyategese olwa ssente ze ogenda kisaanyaawo bantu bangi bafiiriddwa abantu bavudde luddawa waliwo abavudde emitukula babavudde walwa kivulu baleese emmere yaabwe baleese bisaakaasi byabwe byonna bifudde kitegeera kakati sajja bano batukoze bubi nnyo sente zaffe nyingi ze twataddemu.
At the center of this controversy is Busoga One Radio Managing Director, Paul Mwilu, who now says he is suing the Jinja Resident City Commissioner, Richard Gulume, for cancelling the event against lawful orders. According to Mwilu, the festival had received full clearance months earlier. In August, Busoga One Radio applied for police authorization. The Inspector General of Police approved it on August 27th. Regional and divisional police commanders inspected the venue. Crime intelligence teams assessed security needs, and all stakeholders confirmed readiness. Even RCC Gulume was formally notified, and at that time, he raised no objection. The preparations were massive. 38 artists were booked, 7 DJs hired, stages and sound equipment contracted, and expensive advertising done throughout the Busoga sub-region. By early December, everything was in place. But on December 3rd, the situation shifted dramatically. Mwilu and his team were summoned to a meeting where the Jinja City Security Committee, there, RCC reportedly questioned whether new presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi would attend the festival. The organizers denied any knowledge of such plans. Gulume then demanded that the 3 musicians, King Saha, Kabako, and Easy D, be removed from the lineup, arguing that their performances could fuel political messaging. According to Mudido, when they refused to alter the lineup, the festival was abruptly blocked. Word of the cancellation reached the Minister of Internal Affairs, General Kahinda Otafiire, who responded in writing on December 5th. In his writing, Otafiire instructed the Inspector General of Police to allow the event to proceed, stating, "Political statements are not banned during a political season. We must be seen to allow political space." Despite this clear directive, RCC Gulume ignored the instruction. Police were deployed to the showgrounds. Set-up teams were ordered to vacate, and on the morning of the festival, several unsuspecting vendors and revelers were dispersed with force using batons and tear gas. By then, Busoga One Radio had already paid for all performers, technical crews, advertising, venues, and taxes. The total investment, an estimated 400 million shillings. Citing Article 26 of the Constitution, which protects the right to engage in lawful income-generating activities, Mudido now says they will sue the RCC, Richard Gulume, and the Attorney General for the loss and alleged abuse of office.
But I want to inform the RISO that they can do better. They should resist from being used by rivals in business to fight people's businesses. And to those who believe that because I belong to the national unity platform is a crime and that I should be fought in terms of business to cause economic loss to me, that to me money is mere paper. I'm not about to give in or to relent on what I believe in. That's why I separate the business. I know where I do the politics. Well, our estimation is that these activities which started with the district event, we have so far seen that we are losing over 400 million shillings on what we have reviewed. But we have touched the account and to get more records, we know it will be more than that. And that is what we shall be seeking as damages, specific damages and general damages from the Attorney General and Mr. Gulume, so that it acts as a deterrent.
Their lawyers are currently assessing damages for filing the case. Mudido also claims that the festival cancellation is part of a wider pattern of targeting Busoga One Radio. In May 2025, RCC Gulume petitioned the Uganda Communications Commission to revoke the station's license after they hosted Robert Kyagulanyi. UCC responded by suspending 2 of the station's presenters for 6 months. The station then applied for license renewal months ago, but is still waiting for a response. Mudido alleges that the RCC is using what he calls false intelligence reports to undermine him financially because of his political affiliation with the National Unity Platform. He says the lawsuit is not just about Busoga One Radio, but a stand against what he describes as growing impunity. When contacted, RCC Richard Gulume maintained that the cancellation was a decision reached by the City Security Committee. He declined to comment further on the matter. The dispute now heads towards the courts, with Busoga One Radio seeking justice for what they describe as an unlawful shutdown that cost millions and affected dozens of performers and businesses.
tetwediye kiviirire politics okuyingira muki mu business ndi mukazi nti bwenfaanana ndikunoonya na buyambi obunamba abaana n'okufuna emidaala tufuna obuyambi ne saado nti bayenze kutuyingirayo era baatukuba era singa babaire bayikiriza abantu babaireyo bagama ebifaananyi ayi nga n'omwana abaire alingema ebifaananyi bamutwaire ku neisimu era badde emyoli mwiriza so nze kyendikoba politics engirira mu business ey'omuntu politics yandibaira politics business kubanga buli omu ayina kyayenda.
As legal proceedings unfold, questions remain about the balance between security, politics, and the right to economic activity, especially during a highly charged political season. This story will continue to develop and will keep you updated. Story compiled by Rachel Wambuzi for Uganda Radio Network in Jinja.